go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Every year, our legacy celebrates those who gave the precious gift of life through organ, eye, and tissue donation. A legacy of light, a precious gift for those who faced absolute darkness. Like a single point of light refracting through a prism, your loved one's legacy has left a gift of hope that illuminates the world around us. Hope in the form of more birthdays, graduations, weddings, Christmas mornings, priceless memories, all made possible by your donor heroes. We are forever thankful for families and heroes who said yes. Because you are here, days are brighter for children, fathers, mothers, and families who have been touched by your loved one's precious gift of life. Despite the unimaginable darkness in which you found yourselves, you went toward the light. Today, I hope you have had the chance to recollect warm and colorful memories of your hero. I hope you have had the opportunity to share these memories with friends, both old and new. In the presence of such light, darkness cannot overcome. Forever and always, we celebrate the bright tomorrows your hero has made possible for others. So before I conclude, I have two requests. My first request, I am, despite the position I hold and the number of people I meet, I am a terrible introvert. So during the time I'm walking around here today, I am afraid to come up to you. So if you want a hug or to say hello, I really encourage you to come up. If you're an extrovert, I know that's no problem. If you're an introvert, we'll just kind of look at each other and make a secret signal and we'll come together. So please do that. My second request in my closing remarks is that I am going to say a phrase and I'm going to ask you to answer with a different phrase. And that phrase is, we will carry their light. So let's practice. We will carry their light. This is like Catholic Mass, so, okay. So we're gonna finish now. In our dark moments, we will carry their light. In moments of joy, we will carry their light. In uncertain days, we will carry their light. And on this day of remembrance, we will carry their light. And just like I do every day of the year, I will carry your light with me every day. So I'd like to, it's not a Remembrance Day if I don't start bawling my eyes out, so. I'd like to, before I do that, forgive me. Before I do that, I forgot to do the most important thing that I was going to do at the beginning. You know I'm always here since I've been here, but we have two important people who are some new to our legacy, some new to this event. So before I go on, I just want to, and he doesn't know I'm going to do this, but our medical director is here today, Dr. Bobby Nabanapati. And Bobby, I'd like you to stand just so everyone knows who you are. He is so key to our mission, and I think as a transplant surgeon, which Bobby is, over the last year and a half, I think he has really warmly grasped the importance of you and the gifts that you give. And he's as big a champion as you as any of us on the Our Legacy team. And I'm very excited to introduce to you the first person who will ever serve as the vice president of the Advent Health Transplant Institute and Our Legacy, and that is important in more ways than I can describe to you. But she just started her job on October 23rd, and she is here today. And what really makes me excited about the future of us is that her son received a heart transplant a couple years ago, and now she is our boss. So just making things important for us at Our Legacy. So I'm going to ask Mary Albers to stand, and she is in the audience somewhere, and she knows I'm doing this. And I can't see her. Where are you, Mary? Oh, there she is, all the way in the back. So I wanted you to know that they're here supporting you as I'm supporting you, and the entire Our Legacy team is here to support you. We're so happy you're here. So now I'd like to invite our friend, Reverend Ellen Williams, to open us in prayer. Thank you.
Creator God, great healer, breath of life, as we gather here today, our hearts are filled with gratitude and reverence for the precious gift of life and the selfless act of organ donation. We come together in unity, in the spirit of remembrance and celebration, to honor the legacy of light left by our donor heroes. Just as a beam of light can pass through a prism and split into a spectrum of colors, the gift of life from our donors has refracted into countless rays of hope, touching and illuminating the world around us. Their legacy is one of compassion, selflessness, and love, and we are forever grateful for the impact they have had on this world. We ask for your blessings upon the families of the organ donors who experienced both loss and hope in the same breath. They have carried the torch of their loved ones' legacies, ensuring that the light of hope continues to shine brightly. Grant them strength and comfort as they remember their heroes and continue to share their stories of inspiration. We also pray for those who have received the gift of life, that they may live their lives to the fullest, cherishing each moment and honoring the precious gift they have received. May they be inspired by the legacy of light left by their selfless donors and find ways to pay it forward, sharing love, kindness, and hope with others. We also extend our gratitude to the medical professionals, caregivers, and all those who work tirelessly to facilitate the gift of life. Bless their hands, their hearts, and their commitment to healing and saving lives. As we reflect on the legacy of light, may we be reminded of the interconnectedness of our human family, the power of love and compassion, and the importance of selflessness in our lives. Let us carry forward this legacy, becoming points of light ourselves, refracting hope and kindness into the lives of others. We offer this prayer in deep gratitude, celebrating the beauty of life and the selfless heroes who make it possible, with the belief that one day, in your infinite love, we shall be reunited. Amen.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Andrea Canales, and I'm the Family Care Specialist at Our Legacy. I am bilingual, so I will be doing both English and Spanish between both. Buenos días, me llamo Andrea y yo soy la especialista de cuidado de familias por Our Legacy. I want to thank you all for being here today. It has been a great privilege to be able to throw this event for all of you as we remember the endless legacy of all of your donor heroes and our heroes in spirit. As a family care specialist, it's been a privilege to walk alongside you on this journey of hope and honor. I have had the privilege to know your donor heroes in these coming weeks through pictures, through phone calls with all of you, and just getting to know more about yourselves and your family and your journey to us today. Como la especialista de cuidado de familia hoy día, quiero agradecerles por acompañarnos hoy día en un día tan especial que vamos a estar honorando a todos los héroes acompañándonos hoy día. quiero dar gracias de la confianza que tienen ustedes en nosotros para tener este evento, en recordar a sus seres queridos y siempre tener su memoria en vida. Today and always, we celebrate brighter tomorrows made possible by our donor heroes. Through our family care program, specifically the Donor Family Circle, I see how much care you guys give to each other. Today, our first-time families were greeted by our senior families, and that I hope that is a small glimpse as you see that we are a community of support and love for you. Hoy día cuando llegaron fueron vistos por familiares que han estado con nosotros varios años y siempre vamos a hacer un sistema de apoyo para las nuevas familias y los que quieren conectarse con nosotros. Aprecio mucho la confianza que tienen en mí y en nuestro equipo para poder honrar a sus héroes. As a wise First Lady once said, "One light feeds another. One strong family lends strength to more. One engaged community can ignite those around it. This is the power of the light we carry." Thank you guys so much for coming today, and I hope you find that special new friend, talk about your hero, say their name, and share a joyful memory with us if you'd like. I'd like to now welcome friends to stage donor family Laura and Chris Dawkins, remembering the light of their daughter, donor hero Brooke Dawkins.
Unfortunately, I cannot speak 2 languages, and as you're about to find out, I can barely speak 1, but my wife is going to remain down there. I would not be here today if it was not for her. I literally would not be here today, but that's a different story. We're really honored to be here to talk about our journey with you and tell you how we carry our daughter's light. She is our hero, much as yours, loved ones are yours. The events that transpired that got us to that day of organ donation, I have to view as a totally separate event. If you don't view those as separate events, it really can impact your ability to heal. Brooke was born in August of 2014. She had an older brother at the time who was 21 months older, and he loved having a younger sibling. 3 years later, we were blessed to give Brooke a little sister, Bryn Marie. Brooke grew up in Conway, which is a very small town in the middle of a big city. Brooke flourished. She loved to fish, snow ski, vacation with her siblings and extended family. She was an avid UCF Knights fan. And since her childhood, Brookie Cookie, as she was affectionately known, loved to tailgate at UCF games. The last family vacation we took was in 2014, and that was to go to the Fiesta Bowl, and we saw the Grand Canyons and Sonata. The Grand Canyon is just a big hole in the ground. You kind of look at it once, it's just like family vacation. Okay, but it is spectacular. But I'll never forget that trip because that was our last complete family vacation as a whole family. We are a broken family, but we make it and you can make it too. Brooke attended Lake Eola Charter School here in Orlando. She won first place in the county science fair, went on to the state where she placed with an honorable mention in the state science fair. She was very smart. She was a 2012 graduate of Boone High School. And the thing with Boone High School is it's part of the Conway community, and it was like one of the original high schools of Orlando. And so people that go to Boone, their grandparents went to Boone. You just don't find that in many schools here. They're building a school as fast as they can here in Orange County, it seems. Brooke was in the National Honor Society, and she was an editor of the yearbook. She was voted most memorable by her classmates her senior year, and she was also the homecoming queen of Boone High School her senior year. She was well liked, obviously. Brooke always said she wanted to get away from college, as most teenagers would say. She couldn't wait to leave the house. But in the end, she chose to stay home and go to UCF. There, she was on the dean's list and majored in advertising and was a loving sister in Kappa Delta sorority. She chose the sorority because, as she said, the sisters were goofy like her. Brooke had a remarkably deep voice, one that you just could not place with her appearance and her beautiful face. She had a hearty, infectious laugh, one that seemed to disturb the entire room. Brooke was light, love, and laughter. She truly was most memorable. We never imagined the curveball life would throw at us, but in the early morning of February 23rd, 2014, we got a call that many of you have received, and, well, frankly, all parents dread this call. There had been an accident, and Brooke was en route to Orlando Regional Hospital emergency room. I asked the sergeant with the UCF Police Department a question, but I couldn't think of the right question. I frankly didn't want the answers. But he told me that she was alive and that we needed to go as soon as possible. When we finally got to see our Brooke at the hospital, she looked like a sleeping angel. She had one Band-Aid on her chin, which unfortunately for her was not odd because she, like me, was very accident prone. It kind of comes with the ADHD. But it was injuries we could not see. It was injuries to her big, beautiful, funny brain. Teams of dedicated nurses and doctors worked tirelessly to help her recover. Hundreds of friends and co-workers and families stayed at the hospital with us, kept 24-hour vigil. They were willing her to live. My wife and I never left except for a few times to catch a couple hours sleep that we just didn't feel like sleeping on the couch there, or to shower, which is kind of a necessity. We had days where it looked very encouraging, and we had days that didn't. Everyone was caught up with her recovery. Hashtag Brookstrong began to trend on Twitter. Kappa Deltas and other Greeks across the nation posted banners of our hero to be on their houses. Well wishes were coming from everywhere. Brooke was 19 years old, had her whole life to live. She had unlimited potential, had so much to offer the world. She had tens of thousands of people praying for her nationwide. Of course she would recover. There was no other option in our mind. Unfortunately, on March 4th, we did not get the news that we so desperately prayed for. Laura, I, and Brody were informed that because of the effects of the traumatic brain injury, her brain was damaged and it was irreversible. We left the hospital that night in tears. Everybody left in tears. It just wasn't the outcome that we all knew we were going to get. The next day, we returned to her bedside as two neurologists were required to certify her brain had no activity and the damage was irreversible. Without the machines, her heartbeat and breathing would stop. The immediate family gathered in Brooke's room with our pastor from Blessed Trinity Church. She came into this world and was baptized at Blessed Trinity. She left this world with her last rites from the pastor of Blessed Trinity. Surely did not seem fair to us. Laura then told staff that we'd like to donate her organs, if that was possible. We knew she would want this. We knew because, well, one reason my wife was with her when she got her learner's permit. And when the clerk had asked, "Would you like to be an organ donor?" she immediately replied yes, without looking to her mom for assurances or the correct answer, as she would probably have done during a real test. She wanted to be an organ donor. I know that later because this is a really interesting thing. Several years later, my wife found a USB drive. She plugged it in and it was Brooks. And in there was a speech from her freshman year of college, which was a year before she died, that was called "Have a Heart, Give a Heart." That to me is just truly amazing. Shortly after Laura asked about becoming an organ donor, the wonderful people at Our Legacy came and spoke with us. We completed a bunch of questionnaires, as many of you have, except for her lungs that were damaged from the coma and the breathing tubes and the pneumonia. And all her major organs were healthy, and her lifestyle choices made her an ideal candidate to donate. And this is the parallel lives that we live. Jenny spoke about it earlier. Somewhere we knew in our darkness, in our pain, that someone somewhere was going to get that life-changing news that the organ they had needed was found. A call that brings hope and light into their pain. I can't say organ donation is a silver lining to a dark cloud, or that it's something good to come from something bad. All of us would do anything to have our loved one back. But to heal and to live with your loved one's light, you must, as I said, see these as two separate events, and we do. We were very blessed that Brooke could donate her organs. A few days later, Our Legacy told us that Brooke was able to donate her heart, both kidneys, liver, pancreas, and corneas, and our journey as a donor family began. We waited patiently for the letters to come. Our Legacy would deliver them to us, and one by one we received them. In those days, a light shone on us. It lit our darkness. We received wonderful letters from recipients. One's telling us how they could now breathe. They see a grandchild for the first time, or how they were no longer tied to a dialysis machine. We were blessed to receive these letters. No other way to look at it. These were someone's mom, dad, brother, sister, that Brooke's choice provided the gift of life, who restored their vision. These families would not have to go through what we just went through. And that meant the world to me. It still does. Our journey from here, I would say, only got better. In 2016, our family got to meet the person who received Brooke's heart, Carol from Wisconsin. She is a mother of 4, a grandmother, a caring wife, and a daughter. Carol was back here in February for the Grade 8 to donate race. Some of you might have seen her speak before the race. We've been up to Wisconsin as well to visit her, which in itself is totally amazing to think of the science behind organ donation. A team of doctors flew from Madison, Wisconsin to Orlando, got in a car, an ambulance, some police car, went to Orlando Regional Hospital, removed Brooke's heart, and turned to the airport, flew it back to Madison, Wisconsin, took it to the hospital, and put it inside of Carol. Soon as it was hooked up, the doctors told Carol it began to beat. No jump start needed. Brooke was ready to go. If any of you would like to see the video that when we first met Carol, it is on our website, and it's bring a box of Kleenexes. But it is a wonderful, heartwarming story to remind you of the effects that your loved ones' organs have on the recipients. You may never get to meet them, you may choose to never meet them, but just know the effects that they have are life-changing and life-giving. There was also a young woman in Rhode Island, Kate, who received some of Brooke's gifts. She had temporarily located here to Central Florida because the doctors had told her she had a much better chance of getting a kidney here. She was diabetic and needed that kidney to survive. Not only did she get that kidney, but she got Brooke's pancreas. The next morning, she woke up, she wasn't a diabetic. Pretty sure she had a chocolate bar. She now has that chance to live the life she didn't have before, tied to a dialysis machine. And we know Kate well, and it wasn't just diabetes, it was the effects of the disease it had on her that were life-altering, in addition to the dialysis machine. She had neuropathy, and she was constantly in pain. Her father had to resuscitate her twice when the pain had gotten, or the medications, or one reason or another, had caused her to stop breathing. Our families are very close to this day, and if you look at the picture behind me, there's a picture there where Laura beat me to my quest of catching a striped bass. I caught a bluefish, like, wow. I have a bite left over from a bluefish when I was a kid. I probably caught thousands of them, but Laura caught that big striped bass, and this is Kate in the picture with her not really wanting to get close, and her father, and then some people that were friends of their family on the boat. Still, even this visit, when I look into Kate's father's eyes and I see the pure joy that exists, his eyes don't look like mine, although I'm very content and happy and I'm recovering. I will always be recovering. But he has a life about him because he has his daughter, and he knows why he has his daughter. And he is forever thankful to us. And our families, as I mentioned, are very close, and we visit several times a year. So it was nice when we got up there in the fall and saw the leaves change. We would go in the summer. They prefer to come here in the winter, as does Carol. People ask us why we started a foundation. I mean, the story was pretty simple to me. I mean, maybe because I'm a CPA and my brother's a probate attorney, but when Brooke was struggling for her life in a hospital, the Greek community at UCF didn't know what else to do but have fundraisers, as they always do. So they had fundraisers in order to raise funds to help with Brooke's recovery. But once we learned that that recovery was not going to happen, I wanted some way for those people that had raised that money, and some way for others to know Brooke. The Brooke we knew, the Brooke they knew, and the Brooke that others would learn about. We seeded it with the money that they had raised. And of course, we muddled our way through the first few years of trying to decide what to do and how to honor Brooke best. Of course, we knew that traffic was a problem around the University of Central Florida, that the roads were dangerous for pedestrians. And I'm happy to tell you, after finally 10 years, they have started construction of the safety improvements that I know will prevent more deaths on those roads from students trying to cross it. I'm very thankful for what the county did. It wasn't even their road. But it was getting the letters that made us understand what the gift of life meant, and our mission was an easy decision to make. Honoring Brooke's gift and working to raise awareness of organ donation so that more people don't have to go through what I went through, my family went through, and you all have been through. You can prevent others from going through that. And we live in a world that demands we do that. And I am happy and blessed that we could do that. The one common denominator I will say to this entire story is our legacy. They've been by our side since day one. We had a family counseling rep that was wonderful and gave us the letters, and now we still work with them and raising awareness for organ donation. And they introduced us as well to so many of you. And the Grade 8 to Donate race is wonderful. And the chance to be here and to see others affected and dealing with the same things we went through is just absolutely wonderful. Obviously, I mentioned earlier, it's been close to 10 years for us. Some of you, I happened to notice a shirt that told me it could have been less than a year, could have been a little over a year. I feel for you. Everyone here feels for you. The pain does get duller, as they say, but it doesn't go away. But if you focus on what your hero was able to do, how she or he was able to save others' lives, it will help you in your recovery. Carrying the hero's light doesn't mean you have to start a foundation. There's nothing that we did that you couldn't do without a foundation. Being part of this community and gathered here gives us hope that we are not alone. We all share a special connection together, and together we can carry our loved one's light. Thanks for having me on Legacy. I appreciate it, and I love the opportunity to share our story. And I'd love to hear yours. Thank you.
Good morning. I had to make sure it was still morning. My name is Charlotte Simmons, and I am a 2-time kidney recipient. Thank you so much. No, thank you, really. It's because of families like you that I'm able to live a full life. I received my first transplant at the age of 19. I had kidney failure at 16 years old. I was in 10th grade, and no one ever figured out why or what happened. It's okay, but I'm the 7th of 10 kids, and my parents are completely healthy, and all my siblings are pretty healthy, but I was not so lucky. But anyways, I went on and I began dialysis throughout high school, and then I graduated from high school, and at 19 I received the first transplant at Advent Health, of course, and that kidney lasted for 20 years. It was amazing. And then it slowly began to decline, so I went back on dialysis, got back on the transplant list, and this year, May 10th, I received my second call for my transplant. Of course, I want to say thank you to all of the donor heroes, because you guys are our heroes. Please always remember that. We love you, and I'm here because Morgan Purdue said yes. I have not, because it's only been 6 months since my second transplant. I do not know my second donor yet, but I hope to gain access to that information very soon so that I may be able to send letters and do those type of things. All right, let me cut on my light. There's Morgan. And I, of course, met with her mom, Michelle Peel. We are very close. Morgan was able to donate all of her organs, every single one of them. And the heart recipient is 93, or so, still living, going strong. And so me and Michelle are very close. We built a special bond, and we'll always forever have that. I'm going to donate, not donate, I'm going to honor my donor hero through this song, You Light Up My Life.
So many nights I sit
Thank you so much. At this time, in honor of your loved ones, we have a video tribute. Now, during the video, ignite your light when you're, like I did, when your donor comes on the screen. Please leave your light on for the remainder of the program. Together, honoring their legacy of life.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Sunlight fell, it reminded me that life can be so gracious sometimes. And I felt like everything around me was connected somehow. At night I hear the rhythm of the ocean as it breaks on the shore. And I think about all the things that I am grateful for. And they say, hold on to the ones you love. I get a little bit emotional when I see love unfold. Two hearts bound by reflections of the memories they'll forever hold. And they say, hold on to the ones you love, keep them close to you. And they say, hold on to this time we have, and let the light shine through. There are blessings all around you. Open up your eyes. Feel the sunlight fall upon you. Let it free your mind. There are blessings all around you. Take a step outside. Let your heart shine in a new light. See it come alive. They say, hold on to the ones you love, keep them close to you. And they say, hold on to this time we have, and let the light shine through. In the morning when I wake and the sun is coming through, oh, you fill my lungs with sweetness, and you fill my head with you. Shall I write it in a letter? Shall I try to get it down? Oh, you fill my head with pieces of a song I can't get out. Can I be close to you? Can I be close to you? Can I take you to a moment where the fields are painted gold and the trees are filled with memories of the feelings never told? When the evening pulls the sun down and the day is almost through, oh, the whole world is asleep. found our place on the branch of an old gum tree. Our feet would sway to a voice in the breeze. And birds would sing on the banks of a narrow stream. These memories will stay with me. We made our way to a hill beside the sea. With salt in the air and sand on our feet. We felt the sun as it burned upon our skin. These memories will stay with me. Now I'm far away. These memories still remain. Now I'm far away. You stay with me the same. Now
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Sunlight fell and reminded me that life can be so gracious sometimes. And I felt like everything around me was connected somehow. At night I hear the rhythm of the ocean as it breaks on the shore. And I think about all the things that I am grateful for. And they say, hold on to the ones you love, keep them close to you. And they say, hold on to this time we have, and let the light shine through. hearts bound by reflections of the memories they'll forever hold. And they say, hold on to the ones you love, keep them close to you. And they say, hold on to this time we have, and let the light shine through. There are blessings all around you. Open up your eyes. Feel the sunlight fall upon you. Let it free your mind. There are blessings all around you. Take a step outside. Let your heart shine in a new light. See it come alive. They say, hold on to the ones you love, keep them close to you. And they say, hold on to this time we have, and let the light shine through.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine.
I'd now like to take the moment to say Happy Veterans Day to our veteran donor heroes and to our veteran donor family joining us today. Thank you for your service. I hope today you find a new friend to talk about your donor hero and we can continue to meet one another after this presentation. I would now like to welcome the Central Florida Vocal Arts to the stage to close our program, and please continue to enjoy the memory stations and refreshments. Thank you so much, and I hope you've made a friend today.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear?
So let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home.
Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found.
So let the sun come streaming in. You'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around.
You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found.
We remember bright memories and celebrate colorful tomorrows.
Her laugh would light up the room.
The bluest eyes you've ever seen.
She was an artist, a painter.
A craftsman, the greatest uncle. She knew no stranger, he was a friend to all. We remember.
A precious gift, a love profound.
In selfless deeds we're forever bound. We remember.
So even when the dark comes crashing through, if you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, you reach up and you rise again. Lift your head and look around, you will be found. You will be found. Out of the shadows, morning is breaking and all is new. All is new. The spirit of the empty, suddenly I see that all is new. All is new. You are not alone. 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 You are not. You are not alone.
Even when the dark comes crashing through, and when you need someone to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, you